Hey everybody, hope you're doing well today. Welcome to the Institute, the place where we learn to be the leaders that God's called us to be. So, a phrase I heard a good friend of mine use. He said, "I'd rather hold back a racehorse than kick a mule." He said, "I'd rather hold back a racehorse than kick a mule." And so I want to talk a little bit about what that phrase means. And so a racehorse is, I don't know if you've ever seen a horse race before, but they line up all the horses and they have them behind a metal gate. It's similar to like the motocross races that you see over at the circuit, except the gates are a little taller because they have to hold back a horse. And so the horses are in that gate, and these horses are trained, and they know when that gate opens, they take off running for everything they have, and they race around this whole course, this one big loop, and the first one to cross the finish line wins. So these horses are bred to run, to race. And so a racehorse, when you think of a racehorse, racehorses, like, they have their eye on the prize. They are focused on the goal. They know exactly what they're doing and where they're going. Racehorses are often out in front. They don't like to be in the back. They like to be out in the front. And no fear. Like, they sacrifice everything. They just are full speed ahead, shunk, off and running. And they're also self-directed. They call him a jockey, a guy on the back who does direct the horse, and who keeps the horse in the right lanes and slows the horse back when it needs to slow it back. But the horse is pretty much going to go. And this jockey's job is to make sure that it is in the right position and to make sure it's in the right lane as it's running. But the racehorse, it's going to go. Now, the mule, on the other hand, or a donkey or an ass, not going to go. They tend to be slow. They're lazy. They're focused on themselves. Whatever brings them comfort. They resist change. And they actually often eat more food than they're worth. Now, when we hear that, we think, oh, well, of course I'm a racehorse. I'm not a mule. But the truth is, there's times when we act like a mule, and there's times when we act like a racehorse. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to take some serious evaluation. Not, of course I'm a racehorse. No, stop. Don't even sit in that place yet. I want you to seriously ask yourself, am I ever acting like a mule? And what areas of my work or even in my life do I act like a mule? And what areas of my life or my work do I act like a racehorse, where I am out in front and I'm focused and I'm going? And then there's times, which I need you to ask, where are the times where I'm lazy? The times where I'm full of fear? The times where I'm resisting change? We're like, no, I don't want to do that because that seems too hard, or that's not like we've always done it. And so both have both can be difficult to work with at times. But I'm telling you, as a leader, you'd rather lead the racehorse. I'd rather be pulling people back and saying, hold on, not quite so fast. Let's think through that a bit more before we jump out and do that. Because there's some challenges with that, but I'd rather have those challenges than leading someone who's a mule, that is resisting change, that is lazy, that is focused on themselves or even their own team and not the bigger vision. So, what we're doing in the Institute this week is you are taking a serious evaluation. Break down your job. Break down the tasks of your job. You can, I'm not sure what your tasks are because everyone's different, but you can say, doing my calendar, setting meetings, doing this particular task, turning my accountabilities to finance. Like, take a look at your tasks and then ask yourself, what am I? Am I a racehorse out in front, like purpose, going and charging hard on that? Or am I a mule? Am I sitting on that, lazy with that, slow with that, resisting change? Because you can evaluate yourself any way you want, but the honest evaluation will cause growth. A dishonest evaluation, you're not going to grow from that. So it's really up to you to make the honest evaluation, and that's going to determine the level of growth in these particular areas.